Hey, what's going on, guys? We're going to be casting a game between FRGX in the blue at 1340 versus Benito in the red at 1391. Our player in the blue is going to be going first. Looks like he's setting up 2 back row and a face down monster, and he's going to end his turn right there. Oh, and it looks like our player in the red is playing some E-Heroes here. He's going to summon the Alias. Ooh, Alias getting bottomless does kind of hurt, but if he does happen to go for Shining later on, he does have an extra target to get back. Ooh, so it looks like our player in the blue is playing Inzektors. So he's gonna torrential right there. And if it's a face down Sangan, it is not a plus. Ooh, it's a wind-up Inzektor deck, which is pretty good. So he does happen to have Hornet in his hand, because you wouldn't summon Dragonfly without being able to equip. It just seems like a very bad idea. So our player in the red is going to be searching out for an Alias with Stratos, as they always do. Unless you're like me and you play Ocean, because I do like that card. I like it just to end phase, call the Haunted and get back Ocean, and then you get back Stratos again. So it's really good. But yeah, right now, Inzektor windups are really an interesting deck composition because you have windups where you want them to have cards in their hands so you can discard everything. And then you also have the Inzektors where you want your opponent to play cards on the field. So it's really hard to play, against it. So unless he can stop this play, it's going to be very painful because he's going to get to net so much card advantage. And he's going to pop a back row. Oh, it's bottomless, which doesn't really do much against Inzektors. It can hit Zenmaity, I believe, because Zenmaity is 15. But yeah, realistically, they're going to call priority on this effect anyways. And so he's going to be searching out. I mean, that's an okay card to bottomless, but they've already netted card advantage off of it, so that's the thing. Oh, he's going to Pulse. Okay, good. Although he does have more options for Hornet later on, so he will have to deal with it. But better to just activate it, because otherwise he'd probably pop another card. So Gemini Spark, Book of Moon, which is really good against Inzektors as well. Solemn Warning, also a great card. And he is at 8,000 life, so adding Solemn Warning wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, he's going to add Gemini Spark. So my guess is he has an Alias in his hand, or something to get Alias back in the game. I think it's okay to push because he's already used Torrential. Oh, he's going to Solemn Warning that. Okay. So he will be able to run over the Inzektor, but the next turn he will have to deal with the Centipede Hornet play. Ooh, Book of Moon. Pretty darn good. And so now he has to deal with the whole Dragonfly loop once again. And that's going to be pretty hard to deal with now that he doesn't have Gemini Spark. I'm going to summon Centipede. Centipede to equip Hornet. Ooh, I don't. Okay, yeah, so he can special summon another one. Although he won't be able to, yeah, he can special summon another Centipede. He won't be able to make a game. However, at this point, though, this is what makes Inzektors really good, is even if your opponent drops Gores, at this point, he still can blow up. And that's what makes Inzektors so good. Because the Hornet's effect is once per turn. So, oh, he did happen to use it on Centipede, I guess. because he did add Dragonfly already. In phase 2, equip. Oh, exceed. Okay. Which makes sense, because obviously if you're going for an exceed, then you don't want to have the things equipped, because you want them in the grave. So, Zen Minds. So you really need the Darkhold. That would really help him out a lot right now. So just Darkhold and end turn, because then Zen Minds would die. Thunder King. And maybe like a Dimensional Prison is what I'm guessing. But the thing is, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's his only option at this point. But the thing is, yeah, he knows he has Dragonfly, which is why I'm like curious. Oh, Hero Blast. Okay, that's pretty great. So he gets to destroy. And the Hero Blast is a really good card against that, because it nets card advantage. It's it's to destroy one, plus it gets to add another card to your hand. But yeah, that Zen Mains is kind of in the way of heroes. I'm trying to think of anything heroes have to get rid of that. Because he does have Gemini Spark. Okay. I think that's what he's doing it for. I mean, once you exhaust all of the Inzektors, like they use the whole play. They usually run Avarice, but if they don't, then he can destroy a lot of stuff. And he's obviously going to Gemini Spark that Centipede. So I believe that was Centipede number 2. And he will not get the effect to destroy. So let's see. I'm thinking like Darkhold's kind of like the only option. But then again, the player can just destroy a different back row. He needs heavy plus Darkhold, that's what he needs. Which he hasn't used, so it's totally possible. Summon another Thunder King? I'm not sure on that. Okay, well he got out of Bottomless. Because I was like, what does he even do? Exceed for, like, a Utopia just to attack it? I don't know. It didn't seem like a very good option. I didn't see a point in summoning 2 Thunder Kings, realistically. Especially against an Inzektor player where they can just pop both, you know. I believe he still has one more Dragonfly in his deck, though. Oh. So he can get rid of Thunder King pretty easy. Although I don't know if there's any targets for Wind-Up Rat to target. Bouncing it back for Birdman? I don't know. Changes his mind. Doesn't want to summon it. Okay. Okay, so he's just going to attack and pop the Thunder King. So I don't think it's worth using Honest against it, if he happens to have Honest. And he's just going to pop Thunder King. Emergency call, so he can add a alias, I believe. That will be his last alias. Ooh, a Solemn Warning, okay. So he might be able to actually still win if he can just Miracle Fusion for a high attack monster. If he happens to have double Miracle Fusion next turn, and he can get out like a Shining and then get out like another Shining. Realistically, it's totally possible that he can pull something off next turn because Zenmaines is in attack mode. So he has Rhoda, he does a Miracle Fusion, which is probably the card he'll be going for. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any water targets for Absolute Zero. Because that'd be a kind of a good card to go for. Just because Zenmaine couldn't detach, twice. Because, yeah. Maybe, I'm hoping that's a face-down Deep Prison. And I'm rooting for our player in the red to win. Because, heroes haven't been doing as well anymore. Just because every deck has been speeding up like crazy. And I don't know why he's summoning Wind-Up Rat. Unless he has like a shark. I don't think he has, he doesn't have any targets in the graveyard at the moment. Oh, yeah, I guess. Alright, so oh, okay. And at that point, I would probably warning whatever he goes for. I mean, you can warning it now, actually. You can warning the shark, and what you can do right there is you can then I don't think he has a wind-up monster in the graveyard. Oh, he does have the Magician. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so I'm hoping he has like if he had Torrential right now, I would be pretty impressed. So I guess he can do that to Rat's effect, and he can warning the Rat's effect, and then he would be, and he could still survive the turn. He'd be left with very little. Okay, so he's gonna Psalm warning the Rat's effect. Okay. So Rat and Magician go away, and he will take 3,000. And from here, if he can go for the Shining, I believe he has one E-Hero removed. I think that's what his opponent is checking. He's got a Thunder King. I don't remember what the other one was. But if you can pull it off, I'd be impressed. So he'll be taking 3,000. Oh, just attacking with one. Didn't make me. He's gonna move. Okay, that means to defense. Okay. Yeah. And so he can just attack that wind-up shark. I'd say going for Shining would be a pretty good play right now. Oh, Stratos. And so he can half with Great Tornado's effect. So he'd be at 800, and Great Tornado, I don't remember, I believe it's 25. I'm not positive on that, maybe 24. But I'm pretty sure he's going for Great Tornado. I mean, he could. Okay, he's going for the Shining. He has 2 moved. Oh, okay, so yeah, double Miracle Fusion. Pretty good stuff here. And so he can remove and play 2 more heroes. And what's so good about this, he hasn't even normal summoned. So if anything goes wrong, he'll be able to add one of those cards back. Because, obviously, if it's Mirror Force, then he still has it. Oh, that is awesome. So, like I said, the double Miracle Fusion came out, and that's essentially what won him the game. And I'm pretty impressed that Benito went, and I'm glad, because the other guy was playing like the toppest tier of decks. But thanks for watching, guys. If there were any other plays that you would have done, I think that our player in the red did play everything pretty correctly. The only thing that was really unfortunate, it was that turn where he used Pot of Duality and he added the Gemini Spark, and when he summoned Alias, he warninged. And that really did hurt because he had a dead Gemini Spark for a while. But that was a pretty cool game. But thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes White Dragon, signing out.